We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
50-yard line.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second and a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they... will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Going for it all. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Crosby on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The Steeler ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, it's Haskins. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Cameron Hayward on the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now it's Haskins. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Complete to Anthony McFarland. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Haskins back to the air. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
A loss of 12 yards. It's 2nd down.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Steelers nothing.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And this one through the uprights and good.
That's the score. Packers 17. Steelers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
At the 15-yard line.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On play action, Rodgers buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
That's out to the left and complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Packer.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And Crosby puts it through, and the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Now Haskins.
That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out and start the 3rd quarter. If things don't improve past then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Fournette on the counter. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Operating from the gun. Haskins taking a shot here for Marshall. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And Marshall's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Down, Pittsburgh.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds. Incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They go play action with Haskins. Flushed out right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Third down, here's Haskins. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Rodgers.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
39-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man, it's Preston Williams. Touchdown, Packers! Preston Williams drives as the first half is winding down. And this offense continues to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Marshall, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
That's the reason we dog for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Second and 10 now. Haskins able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. On play action, Haskins taking a shot here for Marshall. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
At the 44-yard line.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
At the 39-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins, and he hits on the slant route to Marshall.
Haskins pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Haskins will throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Packers 41, Steelers nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Third and 2. Now Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Second down and goal. Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
3 yards.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
The kick by Crosby is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
3-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Right back for Marshall. This time it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Haskins back to the air. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
24.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Preston Williams with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins, and he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal. It's some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. Now Crosby for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Score Packers 65. Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
First down, Steelers.
Play action. Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Marshall. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Steeler first down.
Let's go. Go. Switch.
Here's Haskins to throw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll start with the option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay,
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
Makes the score.
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
To number 89.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And 6.
Pick it up. 31's the mic.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Single. Motion. Watch 10.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins, eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Now Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it.